CK, the Raisin Man.
Let's go over here to Dirty Birds. Go down to the ATL, man, and bro, when you put this one in the queue, in the chamber, I thought about it. I said, Falcons, but then I thought about it again. Oh, remember they signed Kirk Cousins? He's still over there too. Wandering in the wing. So remember that was a big time storyline last year. Them drafting Penix, Kirk Cousins there, of course, as most of us predicted. Penix ended up getting in there and starting over Kirk Cousins, and now he is the entrenched starter. But is he the answer? Can this Falcons team make any noise in a division that seems like the Bucs been having it locked up for recent seasons, and it hasn't even been really, they haven't really been challenged. Can the Falcons, if it's one team in this division, I would say it would be the Falcons. I like what Carolina's doing, but they may be maybe a year or two away. But the Falcons should be there, man. Remember, they got Brian Robinson. They got
Bijan
Robinson. I get them confused. Yeah, Robinson brothers. They both running backs too. Bijan Robinson. They got the kid Kyle Pitts, and they got Drake London. So you got three monsters at the three skill positions. So and then you got Penix with the cannon. You know what I'm saying? So can they compete though? Can they compete? And is Penix the guy? Is he the guy? Simple question. Is Penix the answer? Because the answer means that you should be competing in this division. Raheem Morris, head coach. I like what he's doing down there. But talk to me about this Falcons team, and talk to me about Penix Jr. in particular, because I remember you were one of the men that said that this kid could do special things in the NFL. So go ahead, take it away, bro.
Yeah, one of the first things I want to mention with the Falcons is this.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Is Michael Penix Jr. the guy that could get the Falcons back into the playoff push? And I think this is a hugely talented team, and I think they're a whole lot more talented with this kid on the field, man. His arm talent, able to get it to Drake London, able to get him right. Maybe Kyle Pitts, turns into a better tight end with this kid on the field, because he could put the ball in locations that Kirk Chains couldn't do last year, coming off that Achilles injury. Man, I don't think he's the same quarterback, and I don't think he'll ever get back to being Kirk Chains, to be honest with you. And it's just time, man. Look at the way he zips the ball in there. Kyle Pitts for a touchdown against Washington Commanders last year. I remember that game. That was a hell of a game last year, and he's way more athletic than what people give him credit for.
Yeah.
So, is he going to be trolled a little bit? Yes. You got fans calling him Michael, taking the X out and putting the S at the end. Very disrespectful. And then when he chirps back at you, now you want to act like you're the victim. No.
But why make fun of the guy's name though? Okay. Be mature. We got so many immature human beings out here, bro.
That's a fact. And he's gonna get those shots every time he messes something up. They're gonna call him that. And I just want him to keep his cool. Go out there and do what you do. a lot of people are going to have concerns about his injury history. Having both knees worked on. But I think that's 3 to 4 years behind him. And I think this kid is going to be a legit star in this league, man. I'm telling you, the way he throws that ball, man, he has a special talent. He has like a Josh Allen type arm talent. Not many quarterbacks are going to have that. You see what I'm saying? Not many people are going to be able to, throw that rock like that. I mean, he throws it like a doggone closing pitcher out there, and he puts a perfect spiral on it, so it's easy to catch. And I think he can lift this offense. Then you got Bijan Robinson behind him. So the thing that the Falcons are going to have to worry about is that defense. I think they still have one of the worst defenses in the league. I mean, NYG, you could talk about it a little bit. I still think they have one of the worst defenses in the league because I don't think they have the guys to get the pressure that they need on the quarterback. Now, they did draft 2 edge rushers, and I think they're going to develop into good players. But can they get off the field and allow Michael Penix Jr. and his offense to put up points? Because I think this offense can put up points with the best of them. If you're not careful and you allow that kid to sit in the pocket, he's going to eat you alive. So, I mean, let's talk about the defense a little bit, NYG.
Yeah, man. They do got AJ Terrell in the secondary, but it don't seem like they got much else going on there, bro. And that is my concern. D Alford, you got Jesse Bates, but again, they light linebackers. You Caden Ellis, Divine Diablo. I mean, I don't even know who some of these guys are.
That's the linebacker. The guy from the Raiders.
Ohararo. And then you got Arnold Epikiki. So they drafted Jalen Walker, and James Pierce Jr. So that should help, but those guys are rookies. So it's a concern. It's a real concern when you look at that defense. They're going to have a problem if Bryce Young and that Panthers team takes a step on offense in their division. They're going to have a problem. Because the Saints, they the Saints. We already kind of know where the Saints are headed. The Bucks, we know what the Bucks are. They're probably the favorites. They're going to be looking behind their shoulders at the Panthers. And so that's why that defense is concerning. Because the Falcons are gonna be one of those teams that are gonna have to try to go in there and outscore teams. I already know they've been built like this for decades. And that turf does help them out. They do get a lot of these speed guys, these skill guys, and it works for them. But defensively, I don't have very high expectations for this team. And I think that's something that's going to hold them back. And I think that's something that's going to hold, Michael Penix back as far as him, getting this team to the playoffs, as you mentioned earlier. But this guy, I do think he is the answer for the Falcons. But I do not believe the Falcons are a playoff team. Based on what I said, bro, it's the defense. I can't get jiggy with it, bro.
So basically, you saying the same thing Jim Mara was saying.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have a playoff caliber defense. I do not. But I will say this: when you're playing in the NFC South, I think the Saints, they're gonna give them a battle because of the division game. But if you could beat the Saints twice, you could beat Carolina twice, and wind up, battling out, splitting with Tampa Bay, I think they do get into the playoffs in the NFC. But we'll see, man. It might only be one team coming from that division, and that might be the Buccaneers. But
yeah, man. So next up.